let's begin by exploring the concept of a fixed action pattern, often abbreviated as FAP. In animal behavior, a fixed action pattern refers to a sequence of instinctive behaviors that, once triggered by a specific stimulus, runs to completion without further influence from the environment. These patterns are hardwired into an animal's nervous system and are typically seen in behaviors essential for survival, such as mating rituals, feeding, or defensive actions. Understanding FAPs helps us appreciate how animals respond predictably to certain situations, revealing the fascinating interplay between genetics and behavior. Fixed action patterns are characterized by their automatic and unchangeable nature. Once initiated, the behavior sequence continues to its end, regardless of changes in the environment. This means that even if the original stimulus disappears, the animal will finish the behavior. FAPs are usually triggered by a specific external cue, known as assigned stimulus or releaser. These patterns are innate, not learned, and are shared among members of the same species, ensuring consistency in their responses. Assigned stimulus, also called a releaser, is the environmental trigger that sets off a fixed action pattern. For example, a red spot on a parent bird's beak can prompt chicks to peck for food. The assigned stimulus is often simple but highly effective in activating the instinctive behavior. This mechanism ensures that animals respond quickly and appropriately to important cues in their environment, which can be crucial for their survival and reproduction. One of the most famous examples of a fixed action pattern is the egg retrieval behavior in geese. When a goose sees an egg outside its nest, it instinctively rolls the egg back using its beak and neck. Interestingly, if the egg is removed during the process, the goose continues the retrieval motion as if the egg were still there. This demonstrates the automatic and uninterruptible nature of FAPs, highlighting how deeply ingrained these behaviors are. Many fish species display fixed action patterns during mating rituals. For instance, male stickleback fish exhibit aggressive displays when they see the red belly of another male. This red coloration acts as a assigned stimulus, triggering a series of instinctive behaviors that are essential for territory defense and attracting mates. These rituals are consistent and predictable, showing how FAPs guide complex social interactions in the animal kingdom. Young birds, such as gull chicks, demonstrate fixed action patterns when pecking at their parent's beak to request food. The parent's beak often has a distinct color or marking, which acts as the assigned stimulus. This pecking behavior is automatic and occurs in the same way across the species, ensuring that chicks receive nourishment efficiently. It's a clear example of how FAPs support survival from the earliest stages of life. Courtship dances in birds, such as the elaborate displays of peacocks or cranes, are classic fixed action patterns. These dances are triggered by the presence of a potential mate and follow a precise sequence of movements. The behaviors are innate and performed flawlessly, even by birds raised in isolation. This shows how FAPs are encoded in the animal's genetic makeup, ensuring successful reproduction. Insects often rely on fixed action patterns for defense. For example, a praying mantis will instantly strike when it detects movement nearby, following a set sequence of actions. This defensive FAP is triggered by the assigned stimulus of movement and is crucial for the insect's survival. Such behaviors are performed automatically, without conscious thought, highlighting the efficiency of instinctive responses. Mammals also exhibit fixed action patterns, especially during feeding. For example, newborn mammals instinctively suckle when placed near their mother's teat. This behavior is triggered by the presence of the teat and ensures that the young receive essential nutrition. The suckling pattern is consistent and automatic, demonstrating how FAPs are vital for early development and survival. It's important to distinguish fixed action patterns from learned behaviors. FAPs are innate and genetically programmed, while learned behaviors result from experience and adaptation. Animals rely on FAPs for immediate, reliable responses to critical situations, whereas learned behaviors allow flexibility and change. Both types of behavior are essential, but FAPs provide a foundation for survival that doesn't depend on prior experience. Fixed action patterns are rooted in an animal's genetic code. The neural circuits responsible for these behaviors are inherited, ensuring that each member of the species can perform the pattern correctly. This genetic basis explains why FAPs are so consistent and reliable, even across generations. It also highlights the role of evolution in shaping instinctive behaviors that enhance survival and reproduction. The evolutionary advantages of fixed action patterns are clear. By providing automatic responses to important stimuli, FAPs reduce the risk of mistakes and ensure quick, effective actions. This is especially important in situations where hesitation could mean danger or missed opportunities. Over time, species with well-developed FAPs are more likely to survive and reproduce, passing these behaviors on to future generations. While fixed action patterns are highly effective, they can also be limiting. Because the behavior runs to completion once triggered, animals may sometimes perform actions that are no longer appropriate if the environment changes. This rigidity can lead to mistakes, especially in rapidly changing situations. Understanding these limitations helps us appreciate the balance between instinct and adaptability in animal behavior. Though fixed action patterns are most commonly studied in animals, humans also display instinctive behaviors. Reflexes, such as blinking or sneezing, are examples of automatic responses to specific stimuli. While human behavior is more flexible and influenced by learning, these parallels show that instinctive actions are a fundamental part of life across species. Wrap up: fixed action patterns are a cornerstone of animal behavior, providing automatic, reliable responses to key stimuli. They are genetically programmed, triggered by signed stimuli, and run to completion regardless of environmental changes. While FAPs offer evolutionary advantages, their rigidity can sometimes be a drawback. By studying these patterns, we gain valuable insights into the balance between instinct and adaptability, deepening our understanding of the natural world.